asks, how does one go about creating pictures with a really simple brush, like the round one, without creating a streak effect while making a soft and hard transitions? First of all, he doesn't only use soft and round. It's a lie. Whoever told you that. He doesn't only use soft and round. However, he uses a combination of definitely soft brush, round brush, and a streaky brush. Also some smudging here and there. Let me show you. Come on over. Sit chat, sit next to me. Let me teach you. Let Papa John teach you. Let's make a new layer. Ahmed uses square brush too, Kappa. Let's start with the round. Show Ahmed how it's done. No, I'm trying to figure out how he's done it. That's the opposite of a Silva Decodes. That's literally the opposite. Anyways, let's what's a broad area is like the shoulder area. It's pretty broad. There's a lot of, you know what? Let me yoink this real quick, because I feel like the shoulder has all of the info to the question. Let's make this bigger. All right. Okay. Fix his piece. That would be BM. I would never do that. This picture is beautiful. I love it. There's nothing to be fixed. All right, so first thing is I need a let's make a background. Let's make a quick background. That would be so rude. Hey, by the way, Ahmed, I fixed your picture. Who asked me? Well, chat. Actually, I could throw you under the bus, chat. Do you want me to do that? By the way, I think there is a video on his Gumroad about this painting if someone wants to check it out. Go and check it out, everyone. There you go. Or stay and please give me your viewership. Okay. So first thing, you're gonna have the background, and let's grab a mid-tone, round brush, mid-tone, and draw the general shape. I might do the character's head if I do this fast enough. All right, but we the people, John. All right, I'm just gonna draw the shape here, and we're good to go. It's gonna be more than enough. All right, first of all, let me take the background and make it sort of like what he has here. It's a red. Whoa. All right. So I would say, let me look at it. I actually think he paints with a round brush or square brush or whatever it is. He actually doesn't start with gradients first. He starts with hard or semi-hard brush, and then he goes soft, and then he adds texture and goes back and forth like that. It's what I'm figuring that he does. So let's use just a round brush, sort of give that effect here to the background, and it's good enough. All right, now to the actual thing. This might need to be a little bit warmer, like that. And now let's paint the shadows and the lights first with, he definitely uses a square brush. Either that or this one that I just had on. Where is it? This is like the standard. Everyone uses this. Where is it? Everyone uses this brush. Right there. The standard Photoshop brush, I think. Right? So let's go. Let's build our values. So I'm pretty sure he first goes around in this, or I'm pretty sure. I mean, I guess. It's never really sure. I'll do the centerpiece in a second. Put it in shadow, and now bring it to light. There you go. That's a little, needs to be warmer. There you go. So he does this first, and then he'll go into a soft brush, and then texture. I'm pretty sure texture is either last or he mixes them up. Either way, it's never, I can tell it's never one go, you know. Yeah, so for example here, I'm pretty sure he switches to a soft brush and he just does that. You see that in there? He just goes and does this and gives a little bit of gradient here, like so. And there's like this really warm, I'm sure that he also uses a color dodge or overlay, either one. I'm doing it manually. Actually, let's not do it manually. I'm gonna remove this warmness here. Now back to the same old brush, back and forth, and then towards the end I'll warm up this whole area with the adjustment layer. Here's a little colder, a little bit more purple, brighter. Well, let's see. Yeah, no, let's be warmer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he warms up the whole image. With the adjustment layer. Okay. Can't quite get that color, which is sort of like, I think it's just a darker version of, yeah, I'm dumb, never mind. Just a darker version of the light color. Yeah, there you go. And then, oh yeah. So this whole area here will be with an adjustment layer for sure. Let's keep going. And then go back to soft brush again. Let's bring it in with the soft brush. Sort of like removing some of that texture, giving it a bit more gradient here and there. And then quickly, it doesn't look like he spent too much time on it. And also the holes, blah, blah, blah. Got the holes going on in here. And I think this is adjustment layer after I do the adjustment layer time, after I do the orange part. Let's see. Nope, that's too cold. There you go. That's the exact color we want. Blah, blah. Okay. By the way, I haven't seen his tutorials whatsoever, so all of this is a guess. It's pretty much, that's pretty much the premise of Silva Decodes. I'm guessing. So you can send this to him and be like, hey, did John get it? Don't send this to him. All right, so a little bit of, oh yeah, soft brush again, like I was saying, he doesn't use a ton of it, but when he does it, you can tell he knows where he wants to go with it. Like that. It needs to be a lot warmer, but I'm gonna increase the warmness with adjustment layer. So I don't want to go too warm because then it'll overblow the whole thing. All right. So there's a little bit of that. Okay, we're ready for, no, we're not. I'm lying. Why you always lie? Okay. A little bit darker here in the corners. So always big strokes. Come back to the questions about transition. Yes, as far as gradients go, you want big, bold strokes, pretty much. Also this wonky AF. All right, let's do a little bit of cleanup here. A little bit of cleanup. Little bit of cleanup. Little bit of cleanup. Also, I feel like I went a bit over this. Okay, so we good? I'm just gonna erase some of the excess. I'm not trying to do a copy one-to-one, by the way. Just showcasing, well, what the question is asking. Back to that same old brush. Same old brush. Let's rebuild this a little better. All right. Okay. And then this light is most likely an adjustment layer. Or not, but hey. It'll look pretty much the same anyways. It just goes to show you can use any process and it'll be pretty much the same every time. These holes are completely like not where they should be. All right, okay, my OCD is getting a little bit to me. Let's give a little bit of the light, you know, like the rim line, no, rim line, the highlight in there. Okay. Where do you post questions for Silva Decodes? Good question. Point 1, ask an art question in the chat. It's on my screen. Pog. It was already there. Pog. I can read your mind, chat. Oh, I didn't look like it came from the chat. What do you mean? Oh, okay. So that might be something that's a good point. Calyx is taking all of the questions from the chat, and sending it to me on Discord so that we have a list. I am reading chat, by the way, all the time. It's just that we keep it organized so that no question is missed. All right, so this is good enough for now. Adjustment layers. New layer. Let's set the new layer to... I'm setting this layer to... I almost want to say hard light, but I don't think so. It's probably overlay or color dodge. But then that blue seems to be quite intense. I don't think overlay would do that. Let's try overlay first, although I'm not super convinced about it. Yeah, it's too weak. All right, let's go hard light. It's most likely he did. Yeah, definitely hard light. Hard light is the way to go. All right, so I think this was, he definitely uses a square brush, but with no texture. Because on the side in there, do I have one? I have one. May not be the same because the edge in there just shows that. It just looks like that. All right, so let's add our light. Okay. And I think there is a combination of this with color dodge. This probably even is color dodge. Let me look at it. What if I do this color pretty dark? It probably is color dodge. Let me go darker. All right. We'll go with what we had set up. We'll go with what we had. All right. Then we'll do it over. You will want to, okay, let's do the light, where the light comes from. Let's warm up our, actually this should be it, right? Let's make it a bit more on the purple side. There you go. This is the base, and now we're gonna go with another, gonna make a new layer. now I think it's, I don't know, linear dodge or something with a soft brush, and go a bit more on the purple side. It's too bright. Give it a little bit of a glow. Wait, he uses this brush. Add that. This is too bright. Add that in there. That's still too bright. Oh, there you go. That's a little better. And let's add the glow. I can tell that he also used the lasso tool because he, like, there's this effect here. Like, it just looks like he lassoed it. I'm also thinking that it was actually color dodge. May have been actually color dodge for this. Sometimes it's hard to tell. But anyways, you can still get pretty much the same effect. It doesn't really matter what tool you use. Also, he most likely erased this little area here to give that effect. And let's make this area. I wonder if he actually painted over everything at some point. But anyways, this is good enough. Let's warm up this here. The lights. I would do it with a soft brush. You don't really have to. Also, I should lock it. There you go. I should lock it a little bit like that. Wait, why is it not locking? Hello? There we go. Hide. And probably some texture. I feel like this is a little much. It's probably a little much. All right, go with the soft brush, erase some of the too crazy areas. Let me see how would it look like if I had the color overlay. Let's see. Okay, it looks like there was some overlay at some point in time here. I don't know how early or how late, but there was definitely something going on here with overlay. Hey, what's up, Lucky? And that is pretty, I mean, it's not it, but I'm gonna continue with it here. Now, another thing he does, I'm gonna merge everything, by the way. I'm not gonna keep it. Yeah. I'm just gonna merge everything. Oh, shoot. Wait, what? Why? Okay, I'll just paint over. Looks like he did that and then merged and textured it. So the texture, I can tell he used like either a brush like this or an actual, yeah, either a brush like this or an actual like splatter brush, which is what I would bet more on. But I'm gonna go ahead and there's the final touches are the highlights that he has in there, and then the brushwork. I feel like that was added later. I may be wrong, but let's go over like very lightly in some areas here and there. Also, he did some texture manually. I'll explain that in this area here. So like he went with his square brush, whatever that is. I'll use this one this time. And he sort of like went in there and tried to do like the texture itself. Like, you know, add the the difference between rough and clean, where the texture lies. This is probably like with a soft brush. Looks like there's a soft brush there. And then this whole edge is quite dark actually with the soft brush too. He uses he definitely uses this smudge tool. That's for sure. I'm not quite happy with this area here. I'm not sure what he used. I can manually replicate it, but I'm sure he did it by using some layer adjustments. I just don't know which ones. But yeah, like you can replicate it manually, it's fine. Yeah, back to the texture brush. Let's just use this one. You can see there's some of it here. I'm not saying he used this specific brush, but it's definitely something along the lines. There you go. Something along those lines. Quite fine. There you go. And then there's the highlights. Blah. And blah. Also these... Can I merge everything? I'm just gonna merge everything. I don't really need the background anymore. And then he probably uses a... He uses like a streaky sort of brush to push stuff like that. Maybe that brush even has a little bit of a blending to it, but I can tell he uses that throughout. Like here, he does that. Here, he definitely does that. So there's a couple of areas where he just goes and does this sort of stuff towards the end. Once everything is like merged. Yeah, it's a process for sure. It's a process for sure. Also, I feel like this is too bright. I made it way too bright. But then again, this is not a values question. This is a brushwork question. So there's a little bit of it here. Seems like it's quite soft on the edges too. Although I think he used the brush, not the yeah, brush, not smudge. It's a little much here. And yeah, I'm not gonna spend more time on it, but that's pretty much like the brushwork for it. I mean, at least a replica, so to speak. Ahmed merged stuff down and then used the mixer brush with the bristly one from Photoshop to blend colors that he explained on his YouTube channel as well. Well, there you go. I'm not a scam, chat. I know my shit because I've never watched his tutorials. I may have actually watched it like long time ago, really long time ago, but I should go and watch his tutorials. Easy clap, not a scam. Not a scam.